What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. In the last episode, we lost in the final after a great game and managed to pack ourselves a team of the matchday cards. So I was very happy with that. Today, I hope our luck continues. I hope our good FIFA continues as well. So, for our captains there, guys, I'm obviously going to pick Captain Messi there. Martial not quite up to scratch these days. Costa probably not good enough. And although Aguero and Neymar are good enough, they both got incredibly much better cards. And this Messi is a solid card with marksman. I mean, his dribbling's already perfect, like genuinely. But the marksman will boost his passing, his physical and his shooting. Not that it really needs much boosting, but his pace is good too. So yeah, Lionel Messi there with our first choice. Next on the board is going to be... Jesus, man. No, let's go for Morata. Highest rated there, aside from Falcao. Spanish, good chem style, gets good links with lots of people. And then in at cam, now I know Rui Costa would link them both. I'm going to take this Dybala card because last time we used him, he was just outrageous. So we're going to take Dybala there. And we're going to go for maybe an Argentina theme, maybe a Calcio / La Liga theme. And on that note, we could take Amrabat or we could take Candreva. I think I'd prefer to take Candreva. Remember when his card was actually sick? And now it's just not. He's let himself down, really, hasn't he? Could go Bernardo Silva and put, swap the two strikers around. Not really interested in that. We'll take Candreva there. We'll pop him out at right mid. At left mid, come on, give me one of these pink cards. No such luck. We get Guerrero, Rashford, Vitolo. So I guess, Costa's going to be the guy. Now, I know Costa has also multiple versions of his card that are better. What I really like about this Costa card is he does give a strong link into Dybala. And we could potentially go for a full Calcio A squad here if we would have got a Calcio A player. But doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we've got Argentina, Italy and Brazil. None of those are represented here. Stambouli will be the guy that we pick. He won't get into the team come the end of it anyway, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. And boom, look at that Alexandro card in there. Another strong link to the left mid with Catalyst as well. Boosts his boosts his passing and pace quite nicely. His defending's good as well. Stand and slide tackle are good, interceptions are good, his physicals are good, and that passing boost could actually make him really useful. It's a good base for a team so far, isn't it? Messi, Dybala are obviously very good. Costa and Sandro are very good. Candreva and Stambouli need upgraded, and also the right striker as well needs a little bit of an upgrade. And sadly, I think we're going to have to go with Musacchio just because he works. We're going to keep going for the Calcio A theme, I guess. We're going to hope that we can hit some... Ooh, that's nice. Koulibaly there. Big pull for Calcio A. Last time we had Koulibaly in the squad, actually, he did great things for us. And we do get two Calcio A players here. Now, Widmer's not a bad card. More physical, more passing, more dribbling, more shooting, and more pace than Caceres. Just worse defending. But I think I'm going to take that Widmer. He gets a link into Candreva there, as you can see. And then in goal, of course I get no goalkeeper. Do we get an Argentinian? No, we get nothing that works for us. So let's take Asenjo. Quite easy to link there for Asenjo. So we need a good CDM. A good striker and a good goalkeeper. I mean, our defence isn't the best either. We've got a long way to go, actually. This draft has started off really well, and it really hasn't kind of fallen in line. Now, we've got some options here. We can take Milinkovic-Savic. I mean, that just works, doesn't it? It's not the upgraded version, sadly, but it definitely is something that boosts our team dramatically for chemistry, and he's still a good card. We get DeMarcos. We get an Italian in Balotelli. I'll take that Balotelli card with a Hunter. I don't mind that at all. That takes us up to 91 chemistry. Both our strikers are slightly off chem, and then our goalkeeper is wildly off chem. So that is going to be the problem next. We can also take Berardi. He is a much better card than Candreva. We lose one chem point, of course, because of the right wing instead of a right mid. Argentinian. I'm going to take Romero. Just because he gets more chemistry in goal than Asenjo. Puts Musacchio up to 10 chem as well. I mean, this just isn't a good draft. Like, I'm not really getting good cards. I've got 3 special cards in the team, not for the want of trying either. You know, I have turned down a few special cards, but generally speaking, I haven't turned down any special cards. So once again, these drafts just seem to be either all flat out special cards or none at all. And the fact that we've only got 3 special cards in our full starting lineup and 5 standard golds on the bench as well is genuinely shocking. I'm a little bit upset. I hope we get some big pulls here. There we go. Handanovic in nets is going to come in. He's going to give a nice boost to the squad. Thank God. Our defenders, come on. Yes, there we go. Chiellini team of the season comes in instead of Musacchio. And that's actually a huge boost for this team, because Koulibaly, even though he's a gold card, is actually good enough. You know, fast, good defending and physical, nice and tall. Chiellini is now a massive upgrade, and Alexandro is good along with Handanovic. So other than Vidma not being the best, our defence is fantastic. Dybala, Messi up front with Balotelli on a Hunter card, also a really good attack. Milinkovic, Savic, not the worst. Costa, not the worst. Berardi with a Hunter card, not the worst. So, although we've got a lot of gold standard cards in our team now, I'm actually quite happy with the squad. We'll take that big Vincent Kompany. Come on, give me... Oh, God. Never mind. There are the silvers. Thank God it wasn't the goalkeepers that we got the silvers for. Ooh. Lamar doesn't... I mean, Lamar would get a soft link to Balotelli. I'm tempted to take Ivan Rakitic. I mean, it's a good card. Really good dribbling, passing and shooting. He'll be a good sub. Lamar also would be a good sub. Coutinho also would be a good sub. I'm going to take Rakitic, you know. I'm going to take him. I don't know why. I feel like maybe we could put Dybala up front and Rakitic in at cam. We get a few more players here. Lanzini, Deulofeu, Raheem Sterling, I guess, would be a good one to add into the mix. And then last but not least, is this going to save our draft? I mean, we do get Kalinic. We could start up front. But he would only start on 7 chemistry as well. It wouldn't make any difference. And then we'd still have Messi on 7. What's he got? He's got Sniper. I think Balotelli's probably better, isn't he? I'll take Kalinic anyway, and I'll just show you guys that actually putting him in doesn't actually boost anyone's chemistry anywhere. So 7, 10, 10, 9 and 7 goes to 7, 10, 10, 9 and 7. It makes no difference for the for the squad, really. So we're only going to have like a 188 squad here, but what started off as quite a poor team has actually turned into a really nice Calcio A squad. Okay, so Balotelli and Lionel Messi are not from Calcio A. I'm sure we'll have some people pick up on that in the comment section, but generally speaking, we've got a full Calcio A squad here. I mean, I could make it a full Calcio A squad, of course. I could put Kalinic up front and Candreva up front as well, and do it like that, but we're not going to be doing that. So manager here, obviously, I would actually prefer not a Calcio A manager. See, this is a good manager because it gets Messi up to 8. We don't have anything to get Balotelli up to 8, so we'll take Pepe Mel there. And that guy is going to be our squad. Now, if I come up against a good player with a good team, I'm going to struggle because I have so many base gold cards that, you know, against a full special card squad in the hands of the right man, it's going to be tough. But this isn't a bad squad, definitely. Messi, Dybala, Chiellini, Koulibaly, you know, the core of the team with Milinkovic, Savic as well, the core, the right, all the way through the centre, the team's actually really strong. Hopefully we can utilise that to our advantage. That, guys, is the squad. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, into the gameplay we go. And the first opponent we come up against has got a 3-4-2-1 team with some fantastic players. Dybala, Ronaldo, Bale, Rakitic and Handanovic special cards. Team of the year, Bonucci, and then team of the season, Insigne, Hummels, Benatia, and Lionel Messi. So all in all, a really, really good squad. I think he could have probably got more chemistry out of the team, or better chemistry anyway, out of the team. But things started off quite well for us. 20 minutes in, counter-attack with Balotelli there. Gets the ball up to Lionel Messi. Messi with a heel-to-heel flick, past the defender. We've got a 2-on-1 situation in the box now. He backs off to cover the run. And of course, I'll use that space that's opened up for the low driven across the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. It's very quickly 2-0 as well. Dybala and Messi linking up very, very well. Messi gets to the edge of the box. He's once again backed off to mark the run of Costa out on the left-hand side. And that's left some space for Lionel Messi to make it 2-0. Into the second half, he gets quite a fortunate goal here. The ball gets like stabbed at Handanovic, who gets a hand to it, but it sadly goes in anyway. And then You'll see here Lionel Messi hits me with a dab at 2-1. Interesting technique, interesting tactics from my opponent. And at 2-1, I was generally controlling the game anyway. I wasn't really under any stress or any problems. And we end up picking up the ball from a bad pass there with Costa. Threads that one through to Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi gets in behind with the ball roll. Gets to the byline. Fake shot stops. Oh no, didn't fake shot stop. Just cuts it back to Dybala, who gets 2 attempts to pop that one home. Lucky to get the rebound there and make it 3-1. With 10 minutes to go, my opponent does get one back again. Good cross there to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who rifles that one home to make it 3-2. But I was able to see out the game quite comfortably for the last 10 minutes and go through 3-2 into round 2. So obviously a good draft in the last episode, losing in the final very narrowly and still getting a good reward. And in this one we move on straight into the second round very early on. So Messi doing bits there up front with Dybala. You'll see from the match stats here, possession was actually quite even. It looked like my opponent had a lot more shots from what I remember of the game, because I played him a few minutes ago. I was in control of that game. Into the next round though, we come up against an absolutely insane team. 5-6 incredible team of the seasons. 4 very big informs. And Bernat as well at left back, who's not bad either. So, you know, Aguero, Silva, Fernandinho, Azpilicueta, Walker and Courtois, great players. Salah, Isco, great. Hummel's good. And Martinez, although he's lacking a little bit of pace, still a great player. We get a goal here with Balotelli as well. He tries to take a little pass through. The ball deflects straight back to him. And he hits the ball from the top of the box into the bottom corner after just 4 minutes to make it 1-0. That soon became 1-1. Little shot there, I think that was from Martinez. You can see as well I got a red card in the top corner as well. It says it has 2 reds there. It was only 1 red card, and I thought, you know what, this could be the end. This guy's got an absolutely insane team. I'm down to 10 men. My defence already is pretty poor. Not the worst, you know. Obviously Chiellini and Sandro are good. Handanovic is okay, but we got the 2-1. We got the 3-1 there with Lionel Messi. And the goals just kept coming for me. We eventually got it into 4-1. Dybala into Messi. Heel-to-heel flick from Messi. Cuts it back to Dybala, who shoots and scores to make it 4-1 after the 50th minute. This guy did end up getting 1 goal back. The ball comes through here to Aguero. Aguero into Salah. Great finish from Mo Salah there. Underneath the goalkeeper. The diving, lunging Handanovic made it, couldn't save it, made it 4-2. And then really late on, we get down the line with Lionel Messi. This is the one where I thought we did the fake shot stop. We get to the byline, hit that fake shot stop, got some space on the inside, cuts in, finds the angle with the drag back, cuts it to the back post, and Milinkovic-Savic is there to head home and put us through to the semi-final after a big 5-2 win. Messi with 2 goals and 3 assists. Pretty much carrying our attack was Messi. Quite often in the second half of games, I would take Balotelli off, bring Rakitic on and put Dybala up front. But generally speaking, Messi was just leading the line. Into the semi-final, we come up against another really good team. Team of the season, Griezmann, Royce and Dele Alli. Courtois in there as well. Antonio Valencia and Boateng in forms. And then, much like my team, 4 or 5 really poor golds. This guy also had a guest, something that I try and stay away from now. I didn't recognise it, didn't spot it in time. But this guy and his guest go 1-0 up after 10 minutes. I managed to score straight off a kickoff with the old chip to the far post again, or chip into the box. Balotelli controls it well, takes a touch and shoots underneath the diving Courtois after 11 minutes. And from that moment on, I pretty much controlled the game. You can see they've got a red card already up in the top left-hand corner. It's 1-1. We go through on goal with Dybala down that right-hand side. He gets to the byline. He cuts it across. It hits the defender. And that one goes down as an own goal to make it 2-1. And with a few minutes left on the clock, we get a penalty and make it 3-1. Paulo Dybala there, slotting that one underneath the goalkeeper. And then they didn't even kick off. They paused it, made some subs, and then paused it again and rage quit. And there you see it, guys. So we go through into the final, which is obviously very nice. Back-to-back finals. We lost the last final. Hopefully we can win this one. We've got 70 draft wins on this account already now, which is the most I've ever got in one season of FIFA, on one account anyway. We hit 63 in FIFA 16, 65 in FIFA 16, 63 in FIFA 17, and now 70 this year. So we've already hit records, but more would be nice. We come up against a really nice team in the final. Miranda and Ferdinand are great. Begovic off chem is the sort of thing that I look at and I think, man, I could really take advantage of that. He's got James Rodriguez, Casemiro, Marcelo, Del Piero, and Griezmann, and what he did was put James Rodriguez in centre of the park, Del Piero at the right spot. He brought on a new striker and a new left wing, and basically had, the most paciest. I think he brought on Ronaldo and Messi, if I remember correctly. I can't remember specifically, but this was actually a draft that I got absolutely smashed in. We're going to watch the first goal, and this was just the sign of things to come for me. He hits a shot with James. Handanovic parries it out. Alexandro keeps it in and heads it straight to him, and then Handanovic gets a hand to it and parries it in the back of the net to make it 1-0. And at this point, this guy sat part of the bus and just countered me. And instead of me trying to play a slow game and get back into it, I went ultra attacking like an idiot, and his counter attacking was just... It was just a free-for-all for him. So he ended up scoring 7 goals against me from the counters. And you can see there, Begovic made 10 saves. And off-chem, 82 rated Begovic. And it's not like my shots were from bad areas. You'll see on the heat map here, they were from absolutely phenomenal areas. I just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. That, though, guys, is us done and out of this draft in the final stage. That was the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. Alright, guys, so back-to-back final losses. The less we say about that final, the better, really. As per usual with me, I go 1-0 down, someone plays counter-attack part of the bus, and I don't cotton on quick enough. Because it happens so rarely, because I, so rarely come up against these type of people, it takes me sometimes too long to spot the pattern. And you're probably thinking he won 7-0, no excuses. And to a degree, it's very, no excuses completely. But when he went 1-0 up very early on, and then he was just on part of the bus and kept spamming it to his strikers and playing 1-2s, I should have matched him. I should have gone part of the bus as well and just tried to hold the ball and play possession, and it would have been much better to lose 1-0 or potentially 2-0 with a good chance of keeping in the game and nicking that goal than it would have been for what I did, which was go ultra attacking and just get countered by those 1-2s. And my poor defence, not that it's bad, obviously Alexandro and Chiellini are good, but Vidma, Koulibaly and Milinkovic-Savic with Berardi, Balotelli, like these guys are just not good enough. Against the team of the season, Griezmann's and the team of the season, Mariano, that he had in the team, and Del Piero and so on and so forth. Still quite frustrating though that his keeper made 10 just wonder saves. You saw the match stats. I had 14 shots, 10 on target, and his keeper made 10 saves. And all of my shots bar one were from right on like the 6-yard box. And it was just one of those games where I was just in disbelief. I was like, how have I missed that? And then how have I missed that? And how have I not scored that? But such is life, guys. That's FIFA for you. I said yesterday, actually, in the game that we lost 5-4, one of the most fun games of FIFA I played, and I come out of that game just feeling good. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure, I lost, but the guy was good. He was good fun. He was a good player. It was a good game. This was the complete opposite. The game that I lost in the final on this occasion was the reason why people don't play this game anymore. You come up against some guy who just goes part of the bus counter-attack and just makes it the most frustrating, boring game ever. And I don't blame him. I blame EA, once again, for allowing that to be a viable tactic, to just completely dead the game and make it the most boring thing in the world. However, we go through into the semi-final reward, or the final loss reward. We get a gold players pack and a premium gold players pack. Yesterday, we got a jumbo premium gold pack and a premium gold players pack, and we packed, or not yesterday necessarily, maybe a couple of days ago, we ended up packing a special card. This time around, we get ourselves, I mean, how have they not changed rewards for draft? How is this worth it? This is, you lose in the final and you get this. None of these players are going to be worth anything, that's for sure. We might get a few thousand for discarding that, 4,000 or 5,000. And then for our premium gold players pack, unless I get an icon or a special card or like a big card, this just isn't worth it. And again, it's a thin pack. This happened in the last episode. Our 25k pack was a thin pack. We're going to get Corluka there, guys, and it's just not a good look. So sadly, our draft rewards render it a bit of a useless draft. It wasn't very good at all. But the team was quite nice. I scored some nice goals, had some fun games until the final, and then just completely let myself down in the final. Just wasn't able to spot the counter-attack, ultra-defensive gameplay, and that guy ended up walking away with the easiest win of his life. I made it just easy for him. Stayed ultra-attacking the whole game, allowed him to just get those 1-2s the whole game, and made it ridiculously easy for him. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.